Hello there and welcome everybody to Zach Panther's first ever review. I didn't think there would be a better way to start it than reviewing the Sideshow Collectible Carnage statue. I got this at the beginning of the year and it's a bit late, but I am a bit late joining YouTube, so bear with me. Yes, I bought this piece from Sideshow Collectibles, and when I look at it and got it out of the box, yeah, I was rather happy. I can't say it looked better than what I saw by the pictures on Sideshow Collectible website where I bought it from, but it looks just how I imagined it. Well, let's go by the overall sculpt then. I'm very sorry, I don't have a turntable, so it's very stuck to the table that I'm using. But if we look at the overall sculpt, I have to say that is pretty magnificent. Sorry, I'm not doing a very good job of this because it's not turning around very well. It's very tricky to turn this around because it's getting very stuck to the top table that I'm using. I need a turntable. I will get one off eBay at some point. If we look at the tendrils at the back, it's a bendy sort of substance. I'm not sure what it is. It feels a bit plasticky. I'm not sure I like that. I think I would have preferred it if it was hard like the sculpt, but I can see why Sideshow Collectibles went with that decision. So I suppose if it got knocked it wouldn't break, because these are rather quite... oh, crumbs, and what have I done? I nearly broke it myself. But if you look at the tendrils, they're quite bendy. If you would have whacked up against the corner of the wall, it wouldn't break. It wouldn't be the first time I've broken a hand on a Sideshow Collectible. This is what just came off the hand. So we put that back on. And I must say, part of my... I don't believe this. I've actually broken it. I cannot believe it. I was about to say it wouldn't be the first time I've broken a statue due to being heavy-handed, and it appears I have broken that on my first ever review. How embarrassing. I don't believe it. No, I'm not happy about that. Well, we'll just keep quiet about that. I'm trying to focus on what just came off. That was one of the talons. Oh dear, I'm so annoyed right now. Yeah, I'm going to have to probably glue that together later, but that's what's come off, as you can see. I think for the rest of the video I'm going to put that down. I'm really annoyed about that. But yes, the overall header is very good. It's very reminiscent of the comic. That's exactly how I remember it from one of the comics that I have. If I just take that head out, be careful with it this time. But that is perfect. That is a complete brilliant match to the comic. It's even got detail in the mouth look. And it's got like a bit of a glossy finish to the black splattered sort of like paint effect that Carnage has. And this is the thing about Sideshow Collectibles, you got to be so careful. I've broken my Venom statue, I've broken my Jason Voorhees statue, and I've also broken my Red Sonja. And hopefully this will be the last one I'll ever break, because I'm going to end up getting really annoyed and I won't be buying these anymore. So I'm going to have to be careful, no more turning on this table. Now that is one big hatchet, or shall I say axe. But yes, it's removable. You do have a choice. So let's just put another hand on. I nearly broke that as well. So the overall look, so if I put that one back on, just not drop it this time. The overall look and sculpt is absolute perfect. I think I'd have to give that a 9 out of 10 for the overall sculpt. to the feet and the base, I have to say I'm not a big fan of the feet. Sideshow Collectible didn't really do anything wrong, because that's what it's like in the comics. But I don't like the feet because I believe the feet should be like clawed, like a monster. I just don't like the overall look. But if you look at the base, I think the base is pretty impressive. I mean, look at that. You've got these metal beams sticking out here. What's that? Lots of debris and rubble. I don't know what this is. Is that brown? Is that mud? It all goes together very, very well, and overall I'm very pleased with the base. You've even got like bits of metal sticking out here, little bits of paint of brown, and it all goes really well. I mean, it really does. Looks like concrete. I will review the Sideshow Collectibles Venom. If you want to see that, I will review that probably some point this week. But if you look closer to the torso, I don't know if it doesn't pick up as well on camera, but it looks like sort of like muscle fibers, like muscle tissue. I don't know if you've ever seen that film Hellraiser, when you see Frank with no skin. It's a little bit like that. Yeah, look, you can see all the different lines. I'm not sure I like it. That is my only thing I don't like about this product, is the muscle tissue. I would have preferred if it looked a bit like Venom, the Sideshow Collectible. I like that overall design. I like the muscle and the definition, which you will see later in the week when I put out the review. But I don't know if I really like the muscle tissue. It's not bad, but I'd rather see something different for Carnage. Well, I keep my statue with the axe showing, sort of like blended up a little bit. But if I have to give you my overall opinion and score, I will probably give this... I think I would have given it a 9. But because of that muscle tissue, I don't hate it. I just think it would have been better if it was more like Venom's skin. So I think overall I give it an 8 out of 10. Now let's ask my son, and let's see what he thinks of this statue. Now then, George, just by looking, get closer into the camera so people can see you. Turn around, look at me. Now, what do you think to the statue?
I like the axe. It's like throwing Venom, like punching Venom with an axe.
Probably cut Venom in half. And what would you give Carnage out of 10?
100.
100. Well, that's a very good score. So it's up to you, folks. If you want to go with my opinion or you go by my son's, I'll give it an 8, and my son will give it 100. Rocky, now would you like to tell us what you... I think he's trying to get down. Well, that's it for my Zack Panther review. Hope you enjoyed it. I didn't want to make it too long. I didn't want to bore you. But I hope to see you again when I put the review out for the Sideshow Collectible Venom. As I say, I'm a bit sorry about these late reviews, because I'm sure there's lots of people on YouTube that reviewed these products, but I am new to YouTube myself, so I'm learning as we're going. But thanks for watching. Oh, and I might just mention that if you are interested in computer games, please check out Little Big Animation. He will review games and talk about games, etc., and he's well worth a watch. So thanks for watching, people, and